What up, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's cracking? It's your boy Leo, and welcome to the bird section. Oh, you know what it is? It's Dallas Hate Week, so Leo had to come on here and talk his talk because I just can't let things. I really can't. I just can't let things, go like that. So without saying something, because we're now at the height of Dallas Hate Week. It's been going on for a while now, and we're only 2 days away from kickoff. We're 2 days and 3 hours away from kickoff and starting the 2025-26 NFL season. I'm already on the hook because I've gone, right before the Super Bowl last year. I told some people on a Dallas Cowboys content creators page that we were going to win a Super Bowl, and and I said that right before the Super Bowl. And I told him that not only were we going to win the Super Bowl, that we would repeat and then threaten the three-peat. So I'm on the hook. I don't care. But I figured now's that time for me to start talking about like what actually is coming down the pipe. I mean, what's good, baby? What's up, Walker Wade? I'm glad the season is here. Me too, Walker Wade. I am too. But really what I wanted to really get into the weeds about, and talk about is, what's happening right now in terms of where are we when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles in comparison to where are we where the Dallas Cowboys may or may not be. Uh Mark Holmes don't want to hear shit negative about Dallas. That's why he leaves chats and gets off early. Well, I was mad last night because I was like, "What?" I was ready to go into it because I wanted to, like I know Mark has a way that he wants to run his. I know how he wants to run his channel and the ways that he wants to, he wants to have those, those intellectual conversations, and so that's what I came with ready to do, and not just spew hate and everything like that. We are in retool mode, yes, and it just depends on how well that goes, Walker Wade. What actually do you have the personnel on hand to help you bring in those new tools that you got? So here's what my thought process is, because I realized something just by virtue of talking to Mark is that we're in a different place than they are. You know, for the Philadelphia Eagles, our fan base, we're worried about our twos, our threes, and our practice squad. You know, 11 of the 17 out of the, from game one to game 20. It takes 20 games. If you play 20 games, that means you're in the Super Bowl. So that means that if we were to play 20 games, like I hope we will, that means that out of those 20 games, I think we have the potential to go through to have to see 11 teams during the regular season that we'll see in the regular season. We'll have played 11 of them maybe twice because we got to play everybody. We got to play everybody that we saw in the playoffs last year, and the ones who were in the playoffs that we didn't see last year, like Detroit and so forth. And then there's the potential that we're going to see Kansas City week 2. We might have to see them again in the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? We didn't see we'll see Detroit during the regular season. We might have to see them again during the playoffs. Green Bay, we'll see them in the regular season, but we may have to play them twice in this and we may have to play them again in the playoffs. So this year, the Philadelphia Eagles don't get no real break from Micah Parsons. In fact, he's going to be much more difficult to deal with because he's going to be on a much more quality type of defense. And I know that when I say things like that, that rubs the Cowboys fan base, the wrong way. But understand from what place I'm coming from. You know, last year, Dallas's offense, and I get it, they didn't have Dak for most of the season, but Dak was playing like shit before he even went out. So let's keep it a buck. But if we're going to go off of, if Dallas fans want to know, why does Leo think that Thursday's game is just going to be a tune-up? Because that's what I call it. I call it a tune-up game. Here's why. If we start off slow, so what? We always start off slow. We started off 2-2 last year, and then what happened? We went on that crazy ass run when we ended up going what 12-1, 13-1, or something like that to end off the season because we ended off 14-3. So I'm not. I get that Thursday is more of a it's a reference game for you Cowboy fans, and you guys are emotional. The morale is low, so a win for you would be a big thing for y'all because y'all could use that after the hard week, after the hard summer that Jerry took y'all through. So I get it. It means so much more for you than it is for us. You know what I'm saying? But my thought process is like I said, it's a tune-up game. When haven't we started slow? Y'all act like y'all don't know who we are. We know we start off slow. We always do. So I don't really. I'm not really. I'm more concerned with when do we actually start heating up? Do we start off 10-1 and then fizzle at the end of the season? Do we start to heat up in the middle of this regular season and carry that momentum right into the playoffs like we did last year? There's so many ways in which this is going, and I think because of that is why we're paying even more attention into who's on our twos, who's on our threes, and take a look at our practice squad. If you take a look at our practice squad, we are loaded. We got a lot of good players. If you look at our groupings, our wide receiver room got better. Aside from AJ, Devontae, and Jahan, you know, we got we have a guy on our team on our 53 roster in the wide receiver room, and they already calling him Baby AJ. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of, and I'm saying this stuff because why it's important is because the team that a lot of these our opponents are going to see during the regular season may not be the same team you're going to see during the playoffs. Our number one adversary is health. Okay, it's all about health, which is why I'm paying closer attention to the twos, the threes, and the practice squad. You know, if we can keep these guys bubble wrapped, that's great. But I just don't see it happening, and so now why do and that's my take on the season and why it's so important because I know that we're going to see majority of these teams. We're probably going to end up playing them twice. If you look at the schedule that we have. That being said, when I look at the Dallas Cowboys, I have to go off of the last bit of film. What do we see? Well, we know that last year Dallas's offense, in comparison to Dallas's defense, last year passing versus no pressure, they were 28, we were 1. Passing versus no blitz. They were 28, we were 2. Short passing, their offense was 28, our defense was number 1. And these are just comparison to their offense to our defense. Passing, overall passing efficiency, they were ranked number 27, our defense was ranked number 2. Quick passing, their offense was 27, ours was 2. Deep passing, their offense was 27, our defense was number 3. Long passing, their offense was 28. Our defense was number 4. Passing versus play action. Their offense was 22. Our defense was number 7. Now, flip the script. Our offense versus their defense. Deep passing, our offense number 1, their defense number 24. Passing versus no pressure, our offense number 3, their defense number 19. Intermediate passing, our offense was number 12, theirs was number 25. Quick passing, they were our offense was number 15, they were number 25. Passing versus no play action, we were ranked, our offense was number 9, their defense was number 22. And damn it, my camera just went out again. Oh, this is getting under my skin. I'm gonna just keep going. Fuck it. Y'all can hear it. You know what I'm saying? Just know I'm still here. Um, Overall, passing versus no blitz, our offense was number 16. Their defense was number 19. And passing versus blitz, our offense was number 6. Their defense was number 11. So I'm saying this to say, I say all that to say, look, you know, um, you guys are there's no comparison. If we're just going off, I'm just going off a tape from last year. Your tape versus my tape. You know what I'm saying? Majority, we're returning 30 players, over 30 players on that were on the team last year are on this team this year. Okay. And out of that 30, 14 of them are on the defense. So yes, we lost 7 starters, but we returned 14 people that was on the defense. These are guys who will be in their second year of the Vic Fangio defense. Mind you, you add in that mix of the youngins we got, like with Andrew Makuba and Jihad Campbell, and then Adoree Jackson, the newcomers to the team. So I'm really looking forward. And then there's also the individual battles. I'm looking forward to seeing Jalen Carter go against Tyler Booker. what Jahad Campbell's going to look like against that offensive line, and being able to get after the quarterback and our ability to stop the run. And you guys need to know what your ability to run the ball is going to look like. All these things to say, you know, um, there's a reason why I'm not thinking much about the Dallas Cowboys, because there isn't much to think about now. Come draft, when y'all get to burn two of those four draft picks, first round draft picks, different story. But in regarding to, and listen, while y'all here, and thank you for hanging with me during my blackout with this damn camera, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Really help your boy out. I'd really appreciate it. We got to get these likes up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and share this, share this video. And just tell people to listen. You don't need to see me to know, to hear what I'm telling you. And and the thing is also is that out of the two teams, the Philadelphia defense is the only defense that will know stability. Again, we're in year two. Dallas offense and Dallas defense, brand new offensive coordinator, brand new defensive coordinator, brand new coach. Get it. I know y'all know the guy because he was in the building already, but this is his first time coaching. I get it. He's a Schottenheimer, you know. I know they have that thing where the bigger the game, they'll probably lose. I don't know. He's not his father, but he is his father's son. So we'll see. That being said, like, you guys don't know what kind of product you're going to field, particularly without Michael Parsons. You don't know what it looks like. You can only, it's all hypothetical and theory. When it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, there's no secret to what kind of offense we're fielding and who's on and who is it. You do realize the Philadelphia Eagles have 9 players on the team who are ranked in the top 100, and one of those players is the number one player in the top 100 for 2025, Saquon. So shout out to Saquon for getting that award. He definitely deserved it. Glad to see, But listen, guys, and four out of those 9 are actually on the defense. So again, you know what I'm saying? Just saying, guys, look, Dallas, I get it. You guys, this will be a big time. A win on Thursday would be a big time moral win for you guys. It'll definitely boost the morale of the fan base, definitely get y'all going or what have you. For us, like I said, it's just a tune-up game. At the end of the day, it's just a tune-up game. And when haven't you seen it, if we lose on Thursday, it'll be just that. We're just 0-1, but we're still going to Super Bowl. We're still going to win the Super Bowl. Yes, it is a division game and all that stuff. And we will not be able to talk any smack to you guys until week 12. And then that's when, and then we'll probably smash y'all in if we don't smash y'all on Thursday. If we smash you on Thursday, we're probably gonna smash you again on in week 12 too. I'm thinking we're gonna smash the shit out of y'all. But I wouldn't be surprised if we did in fact lose, because we always start off slow, but that's all it is. It's just a slow start. And it'll be another slow start that we always have, but we always end up winning. And so, again, I'm just worried about, let's keep in the main thing the main thing. Yeah, I want us to win. I think we're going to smash the shit of y'all. And I just gave you the proof as to why I think that. That being said, I'm sorry I didn't get to the chat, because I wanted to kind of get it fast, get it out there, get my thoughts, while I had them on my mind. Catch me tonight. I will have overcome these camera challenges, but catch me tonight on the Eagles Collective podcast. I'm going to be going on there with them tonight. I think at 8 o'clock. And I'm looking forward to it. So I'll see y'all then, and I'll have this stuff fixed. All right, and we'll go over all this again, because again, it's Dallas Hate Week. All right, so come on back to the bird section at 8 o'clock tonight. Oh, peace, y'all. Let's see.